let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Hi everyone, Mr. Lazur here, and today I'm flipping the script and the class. I know you're all like, gee, Mr. Lazur gave us homework for physical education. You're darn right I did. In this video, I will display the cues for the underhand serve. I have included a previous video assessment, so please take note as you will all be assessed at the end of the next class. Here are a few of the cues of the many different types of shots we've been working on in badminton so far. Please note that you will need to learn all of them at the end of the unit. Especially for the next class, the underhand serve. So if you'd like to pause it right now, go for it. One thing while taking note with the underhand serve, make sure we want to work on our deep drive, deep shot to the end of the court. Okay? Watch the next assessment video because I will be assessing you on it.
In this video, we are going to take a look at Lisa hitting a high deep serve. The first thing we are going to look at is to see if she is in ready position with her feet staggered up and back with her dominant foot back. As you can tell, she is swinging with her right arm, which means her right foot should be back. And it is right there. Next, we're going to take a look at and see if her shuttle is at waist level. Now, in this graphic, it appears to be a little bit high, but it tends to differ between individual players. Next, we're going to check and see if her racket arm is in a backswing position with the wrist in a cocked position. So her racket swing went back, and her wrist is in a cocked position. Another thing we're going to look for in this video is if she transfers her weight from her back foot to her front foot. And her weight transfer goes forward, but it's not so much from her lower body as much as from her upper body. I would like to see her bend her knees a little bit more and get a little bit more emphasis out of her lower body. Now we're going to take a look at as she makes contact to see if her follow through is up in line with the path of the shuttle. And as you can tell with her follow through, the racket does go up with the path of the bird. It does go up in the path of the bird, but we're also looking to see if the follow through the forearm moves over, and as she falls through, she kind of just leaves it right there and doesn't really get a good snap at the end of it. In order to hit a high deep serve, you want to get that snap so the bird flies a lot farther into the back court. We're going to take a look at her next hit that she does right after this one, and I want to focus in on the follow through in this hit. As she goes, she swings, and as you can tell right there, her wrist carries over, snaps over, and follows through, and the shot went in the deep opposite back court. So although Lisa did a very good job of, she's on a good start to finishing and becoming a better high deep serve, she still needs to focus on bending her knees and getting a wrist snap on the follow through in order to successfully hit a high deep serve.
Hope you all took notes of the video. Now I know not everybody will have the proper equipment at home to use, but doesn't matter. You can use anything. A fly swatter, you can use you know, I'm sure your parents would appreciate you using the fly swatter. You can use a paper towel roll. Use that as your racket, and scrunch up some nice old toilet paper. Well, make sure it's not too old. But anyways, remember, no excuses. You have the opportunity to work on your form, and I expect to see some improvement next class. See you tomorrow.